A pair of Porsche RSKs would set you back a cool $500,000. But pals Peter Truelock and Roger England, who live in the same village, have a couple of GT Spider kit cars, and they only cost $6,000 each. Indistinguishable from the real thing, they'll claim 60 in 6 seconds, despite their humble Beetle background. This fake game sure looks like fun.
Love is reaching love.
And if budget and fun are on opposing scales, then Alan Phipps's Bullet could be just the one for you. It could be an Aston Martin Vantage, the plaything of a millionaire. But underneath that svelte body lurks a Ford Capri. Alan spent $3,000 on a car that's easy to build, and he claims it's changed his life. It even gets him special treatment on the road.
It's such an eerie feeling.
But would he do it again? Does he like being a pretender? Was it worth it?
Yes. All right, I admit, it looks like it could be fun. But of course, how much fun you're having depends on how much you can afford. It's all about cash. And for £10,000, you could have one of these. What it is a Pontiac Fiero with a mid-mounted 2.8 litre V6 engine. But with some bolt-on fins, an eyeball-popping paint job, and if you only have a look at it through the bottom of a beer glass, it's a Ferrari Testarossa. All right, so the real thing is about 2 yards wider. But hey, for £10,000, you couldn't get the mud flaps on a genuine Testarossa. This very car was built for Sylvester Stallone's stunt double. A replica supercar for a replica superstar. Quite fitting, really. However, if you like your action heroes tall, dark and capable of joined-up writing, then how about a Ferrari 308, just like Magnum PI? This one boasts a leather-lined cabin, air conditioning and lots of those little details that make a Ferrari special. Apart from the motor, a distinctly unspecial 2.5 litre 4-cylinder engine, and they don't make those in Maranello.
Sometimes driving this car and using it can be a little bit of a nightmare. It's great driving down the street where no one can stop you and talk to you, but as soon as you stop, as soon as you get to that petrol station, people flock around and they're asking you about your Ferrari. How much is your Ferrari and how long you've had your Ferrari? And they say, oh, I like your Ferrari, mate, I like your Ferrari, you know, how much does it cost? And you have to tell them, no, it's not a Ferrari, it's a replica. So I put the little caps on the wheels and badges and spotlights and leather interior, a very serious sound system. I think it brightens people's lives up to see a nice car in a drab Tuesday morning. People are just totally gobsmacked and it gives you a thrill. Some people have mentioned, oh, you're just being a fake, you're just being a pose and all this. But at the end of the day, it's all good fun, it's not too expensive, and I really enjoy it. It's great. I wanted something that looked great. I drive an Escort up this road, nobody looks at me. I drive this, everybody looks, and that's what it's all about.
A real 308 will cost around £30,000, and since Steve got his pretend one, he started building kits. But that's yesterday's news, because plans are now afoot for a more up-to-date shape, and this until now secret car will soon break cover. A projected on-the-road cost of £10,000 means lots of poles for very few pounds.
Well, let's be honest, you don't want a replica, a weedy, snivelling copycat of a car. What you want is something with a motor that registers on the Richter scale, with more rubber than a fetishist Christmas party, and with looks that will burn a hole in the back of your brain. What you want is a car that looks an awful lot like this one. You're thinking that this is the time in the item when I start blathering on about how you can't beat the real thing. Well, no, because this snake is also a fake. All done and finished on the road, a Venom can be yours for around £20,000, which is less than a third of the price of a Dodge Viper. Ah, you're saying, But the whole point of the Dodge Viper was brute horsepower, and an underpowered replica, well, it just can't cut it. Yes, except that this Venom has got 450 horsepower.
So, you get the idea. If you're going to tell porcupines about the identity of your car, then make sure that your lie is an exceedingly large one.